Hello, my name is Milena Cerin, and I have a question for you. What is your biggest pain in life? And the reason why I'm asking this is because I wanted to talk to you about my pain, the pain that I carried for many years. And I bet there's millions of people carrying this or similar pain every day. And let me share a little bit of story just to let you know what's going on and where the pain comes from. I'm a single mom, right? And for many years after my divorce, I was in abusive relationships and stuff. I carried lots of guilt inside of me. It's tough being a single mom, right? You can't give children everything you want with money, in regards to money or the time, right? Because you got to work, so kids are home alone, and it's a little bit different life than it is in two-parent families when you're trying to be mom and dad at the same time. So I carried lots of guilt inside of me, and every day was basically a race to earn enough money to provide for kids, to make them happy. For me, it was all about children. It was all about them, right? And I realized that I didn't find any joy for myself in life. Like literally, I didn't know what would make me happy. And I remember years ago that I would think, you know what, if I'm only alive for another 20 to 30 years, just so that my kids grow up, they don't need me anymore, I'm okay to go after. Like literally, I was thinking thoughts like that. I mean, wow, what a huge pain was inside of me to get me to that point. But it was all because I couldn't see any joy for me personally. And, it just wasn't a good place to be. And here's the reason why. After being in broken relationships, going through abuse, and then trying to provide for my kids on my own, there was lots of guilt and lots of shame, sadness, anger, lots of disappointment. And I just kind of started seeing life through these weird lenses of, of beliefs that weren't real, right? Through my pain. And I started seeing relationships through those lenses as well. So I became afraid of getting into a new relationship. I would love to be in a relationship. I thought, wow, if I only find a man that will love me, my whole life will be different, right? Then I'm going to have something for myself. But inside of me was this huge fear based on past relationships, that relationships hurt. And I really didn't want the long-term relationships. I just wasn't aware of this fear. So I would get myself into trouble all the time, getting into relationships that would last for a little bit, then they would break apart because there was no grounds. I didn't know that I'm attracting the wrong relationships in my life. And what that caused was that the pain was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Everything that I've done, let's say get into a new relationship, was just putting a band-aid on the wound. But the wound was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I would just slam another bandage on it. So that didn't help. And I know that a lot of people are doing the same thing, right? When their pain is so big, they do exactly what I've done. Let's say I've always had good friends, right? So it was no problem for me going out for coffee or going dancing or going to a party or birthday celebrations and all this stuff. It was all good, right? And I thought, wow, as long as I'm going out, I don't focus on my pain and I'm good, right? Well, wrong. Because all these relationships I got myself into and all the parties and whatever I had could not resolve the wound. The wound was getting bigger and bigger. I would just slam another bandage. And that's how people usually deal with pain, right? That wasn't just specific to me. It's basically for everybody true that, people would say, you know what? Yeah, I know I have problems, but I don't focus on them. I just go out and I have fun with my friends, I go to the parties and I work a lot. People work a lot just to get away from their pain, right? Or they would get into addictions, or they would have another drink, or they would have another donut or a cake, anything that would give them that temporary relief. Just for now, I'm good. Right now, I'm good, right? But in reality, they're not fixing the wound. They're not fixing the pain. They're not healing the cause. It's still here. It's getting bigger, bigger, and bigger. Yeah, let's slam another bandage on it, right? And it's not working. And here what's happened for me and what's happened for everybody else as well. We get so used to our pain, to the beliefs that are not serving us, so used to such potential that it becomes part of who we are and we are not aware of it anymore. And then we perceive the whole life, every relationship, every person through these basically glasses. We literally put glasses on, glasses of our beliefs and our emotions from the past, and that's how we perceive the world. I didn't see the world as it was in reality. I didn't see people as they were. I saw them through my own glasses of fear, of disappointment, right? And that's what people do. They put these glasses on of fear, disappointment, shame, guilt, grief, sadness, anger, resentments, and all this kind of crappy stuff that's really not helping us. And then they see the world through those lenses, and they forget eventually that these are just the glasses that they can take off at any time and see the world as it is in all its beauty, that they can enjoy life, right? We get so used to these glasses that we're having on that that's the way we see life. And we're not solving anything. And you know what? Another drink or another relationship or another addiction or another cake, it's not going to resolve the problem. It's really not. What we need to do is learn how to take these glasses off, how to heal the pain, that wound in us that came from who knows where, either from childhood or broken relationships or, disappointment in life. And when we take those glasses off, then life becomes beautiful and everything becomes possible. So I don't know where in life are you right now, but I don't know, perhaps you're experiencing certain pain that it's not allowing you to enjoy life as you would like to, or perhaps you know somebody that's in this stage. But in any case, I would like you to comment in the box below and just let me know, what do you think? Or where are you in life right now? Perhaps you healed your pain and you see now life in the beauty and in all the amazing, wonderful miracles that are happening every day. Or perhaps you are in the middle of that pain, or you know of somebody else, but just leave me a comment. Let me know, what do you think? Or share your story if you wish to. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to connect with you. And thank you for listening.